The other day, I was feeling a little homesick because I usually go back to Canada every summer, and this year I'm not for several reasons. And that got me thinking, I've never been to or even seen a Canadian restaurant here in Hong Kong. So I looked at my options and there wasn't that many, but I wanted to give them a try. What's Canadian food?
I don't know. I just know poutine. And bagel.
A bagel?
Barbecue.
Do you like barbecue?
Yeah, sure.
So obviously you married me for my exquisite cuisine and Canadian cooking skills.
It's so good, eh?
Today we're gonna go around and try Hong Kong's Canadian restaurants. Now, what are they serving? I don't really know, but I think it will be interesting to see what they think Canadian food is. Because I don't know what it is, but maybe they know. What do you think Canadian food is?
You don't know what?
Poutines, just the fries,
Only poutine?
maple syrup.
Joining me on this Canadian food quest is singer, actress, entrepreneur, influencer, fellow Canadian but from the West Side, and my dear friend, Joyce Cheng.
West Side! No gang signs, sorry, no gang signs.
I told her today to wear a Canadian outfit, so we both actually showed up in our Canadian tuxedos.
So my thought process today was mom jeans, dad shoes.
Ooh, I'm wearing mom jeans too.
Yeah, I love mom jeans.
Mine's like,
Because it's good for eating.
exactly, and I've got the little skirt, little food baby skirt, so I have lots of room under here to just get some poutine in me. We're gonna do this in 3 ways today. First, a restaurant that is by Canadians making Canadian food, then a local Hong Kong restaurant that serves Canadian food, and lastly, a Canadian fast food restaurant chain that's here in Hong Kong. On the way to our first location, we almost lost Joyce because she spotted a really popular egg waffle place.
Oh my god, baby, 呢間係咪就係嗰個北角雞蛋仔啊？就係呢
But
間啊？
I kept her distracted from Hong Kong's delicious temptations by singing her a classic Canadian song. Sing about being a woman.
To have a little fun, fun. Oh, you guys know that song? No?
Canadian singer, should I sing? We made it to Big Bite, which is a Canadian-owned Canadian eatery in Hong Kong. They're famous for their burgers, poutine, and buffalo wings. Also gracing their menu are items like ribs, steak, and hot dogs. This place is located in North Point, Hong Kong, which I wonder if they did on purpose.
Because it's such an odd place.
No,
for
because
it,
it's
right?
north. If I was making a Canadian restaurant, I would put it in something called North Point too. We placed our order, and the first item that they served us was a poutine. A poutine is a melty, meaty, cheesy, salty creation that originated in Quebec in the 1950s. It's one of Canada's greatest inventions and the item we were all most looking forward to.
Let's eat. I'm happy. I'm really happy right now. That's good gravy.
This is really good gravy and
Yeah.
good fries. Cheese is also good, it's just not the
cheese
original
curd, yeah.
cheese curd.
So there's no squeakiness going on, but I like the cheese pullability. That's pretty good. Very rich, like flavorful. It tastes like it's made from beef.
Next, we got an assortment of wings. We decided to go for different spice levels. So we went honey, medium, and homicide, which is their most spicy wings. So spicy that they have their own challenge where if you eat 6 pieces in 3 minutes, you get to be on their wall of fame. Is there a lot of chicken wings in Vancouver? Is that a very Vancouver Canadian thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for, like you mentioned before, like backyard barbecues.
Yeah.
Where, because like in Hong Kong, I realized most of the barbecues are like on a pitchfork over fire type. In Canada, it's like the huge barbecues with like the cover.
Yeah.
And we used to do chicken wings a lot.
Oh, on the barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So wings were a huge part of my childhood. Actually, my grandfather on my mom's side owned one of the first wing shops in Niagara. So my Nana worked there, my mom works there. It was before I was born though, he sold it now. So, but my whole family loves wings. Also, I was dating a hockey player throughout my teenage years. So every night after their game, we'd go for wings.
Oh my god, that sounds like the best life ever. every night go for wings?
Oh yeah, every Friday night.
Oh,
After
okay.
the game, not every night. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go in for the honey wings first.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's really good. Beautiful, nice crisp on top. It's not like a hard crisp, it's like a light crisp.
So juicy.
Very juicy wing.
So good.
It's a very fat wing too. It's not like a skinny wing.
Yeah, there's a lot of meat on this. So how long have you been in Hong Kong?
I came here. It was actually like an unintentional move.
Oh.
Because I came back for a summer after first year university, and it was just supposed to be for the summer, but then we found out that mom was sick, and so I just stayed, and then I've been here since 2006.
So your original plan wasn't to come here to sing and act?
No.
It was to be with your family?
Yeah, just to be with my mom for the summer, and then, yeah.
Did you start singing or acting first?
I actually started on a television sitcom.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was really hard for me though, because I was Chinese illiterate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you learn Cantonese when you came here? Because your family is
We're
Shanghainese?
Shanghainese, yeah. So I spoke Shanghainese at home with my mom and my grandma, because my grandma raised me. And when I came back to Hong Kong, I knew kind of how to speak Cantonese, like very basic Cantonese, but I didn't know how to read or write Chinese at all, because I didn't take Chinese or go to Chinese school or anything till I was in high school. But because every day we had to film new episodes, I got to learn a lot of my Chinese through just working on the sitcom.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's how you learned it, just through work. Wow, that's amazing.
And a lot of karaoke.
So you grew up in Canada. What was your food like growing up? Like, what did you eat as a Canadian? Was it more Canadian style or more Chinese style?
It was a lot of Chinese food, like a lot. My grandmother, she was a mother of 9 children.
Wow.
And it's actually really sweet. Her and my grandfather, it was like an arranged marriage, so they didn't meet each other till the day of their wedding day. But they were so in love that my grandfather wouldn't eat any other food unless my grandma cooked it. Isn't that so sweet? Like, oh my God. So my grandma was an amazing cook. She's super tiny and she had bound feet. Cause yeah, she's like one of the last people who had to have their feet bound. So her feet, I think she was like a size 4, and that was considered big.
Wow.
Her mom would like sneak into her bedroom, like loosen the binds
Why
at
did
night.
they want her to do that?
I think it was just like a beauty thing. Like back in the day, it was just tradition for women to not go to school, stay home, learn to do like sewing and embroidery and like knitting, and she knew how to make shoes.
Wow.
Like it's from like paste that she cooks herself. Like
Wow.
It's crazy. She was such an incredible sweet lady and super kind, and I'm very glad that I was raised by her, because I got to eat all these amazing traditional Shanghainese dishes. But I do remember going to school, and I used to be so embarrassed because I went to a private school, and there was like a lot of, it was mainly predominantly white, and there was like a larger population of Asian, like Chinese kids, but not too many, right? And I would remember seeing my girlfriends like bring sandwiches to school, or like they'd have the school Lunchables, you know, where you can like build your own pizza. But I was always so jealous of the home packed like sandwiches and like, you know, homemade lunch boxes.
What did you get packed?
My grandma would pack me dumplings.
Okay.
Oh my God, worst choice in the entire, because you know, when you open a thermos of dumplings, it reeks of like decayed meat. It's like it's not good. It was so embarrassing. Like whenever I got those, I would just like dump it in the garbage and just, oh my God, it was so bad.
Did people say something, or why did
No
you
one
feel
would
that way?
say anything, but I would just feel so bad because it's like I felt so like abnormal. Like I just wanted to be normal. And then I remember like for grade 12 Christmas one year, my girlfriend actually got her mom to make me a sandwich for lunch, and that was my Christmas present. And like I cried so hard when I got it, and I actually put it in my freezer because I didn't want to eat it. Like I wanted to keep it forever.
Oh my God.
So messed up.
I'm actually gonna cry.
No, why?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're the white girl.
I'm sorry on behalf of my people.
No,
making you
no
feel that
one
way.
made me feel bad. I think it was more like a pressure that I put on myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. When you're a kid, you really want to fit in and do what
yeah.
everyone else is doing.
Exactly.
Next up,
Medium.
have the medium.
Okay, ready?
That's good. It's a good amount of spice.
And it's got like a nice tang to it too.
Yeah, it's not just spicy, it's tangy for sure.
Oh, this is really good.
Do you like it dipped in blue cheese?
I do.
Let's do that. That complements it nicely. The blue cheese is good.
This is really good. I like how you rip out the meat. That's the first time I've seen someone do that.
Oh, really? I just feel like it's a little bit more
Dainty.
Okay, maybe dainty isn't the right word, especially compared to Hong Kong people who eat their wings with a fork or with chopsticks. It makes perfect sense, but at the same time, like I have to get my hands in there. Like I have to feel, like you saw,
Like
to
it
rip out
tastes
the meat
better.
and like
Rip out the meat.
that and rice. People here can suck up rice and noodles so fast.
Yeah.
Like my husband, it's like he's a vacuum.
Easy.
Human vacuum. Like I thought Dyson was strong, my husband's stronger.
Are you saying your husband sucks? What a shit wife.
Oh, I went the other way. I was thinking sexually. I was like, we're not going to talk about my...
whoa.
What's your favorite Cantonese dish?
I'm really into like the basics.
Yes.
So I think a really good Cantonese dish is just, it happens to be vegetarian as well. 勝瓜點講啊，中文，英文. Just sliced into little cylinders and then like arranged on top of a plate of Chinese vermicelli, like the bean thread, with like a lot of chopped garlic on top and then steamed.
Okay.
That's just a beautiful dish to me.
I've never had to try that. What
Yeah.
about Canadian dish? What's your favorite Canadian food?
What's yours?
Poutine.
If you can't choose poutine, what would you choose?
If I couldn't choose, I would say...
You don't really know, do you?
I don't eat bacon anymore, but like breakfast. I think breakfast to me feels Canadian because when my mom didn't know what to cook, she would make us breakfast for dinner. Like
That's amazing.
Yeah, we loved it. So I don't know, Canadian breakfast, like the hash browns, the peanut bacon, the eggs, the toast. My dad would make some fried tomatoes. It was something we did every Sunday. As a family, we would make a big brunch all together and then sit down and eat it.
That's so
breakfast
sweet.
is really special to me, and breakfast feels Canadian to me.
I couldn't really reply because other than poutine, I don't really know what Canadian food is. And that's like after living in Canada.
I think that's the main question of the day.
Of
We're
the
trying to
day,
figure
yeah.
that out.
Like what the heck is
Should
it?
we go for the suicide?
Alright.
They have actual red chilies on top, chopped up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No, not bad.
It hits you after.
Oh, roof of the mouth. And tongue.
My whole mouth is numb. It's all tingling.
I don't want to do this.
The first bite.
I don't want to eat this.
Oh my god, it's really hot now.
I don't want this. Sorry, I don't like wasting food, but
I feel like my heart's racing. Oh, that helps.
oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get this ready for you guys. Wait for it. Wait for it. What the hell?
What?
All right, what'd you think of that one?
I would rate this restaurant
Out of 10.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
I'm quite pleased.
I think based on what we ordered, we didn't try everything on the menu.
We didn't try the burger.
Yeah, we tried the fries and the wings, and I was pleasantly surprised by both.
Yeah.
The poutine, if they had the cheese, it would have been extra good, but the wings were, sorry. Could have been a bit better if they had the cheese curds, but I was very impressed with it.
The
Very
gravy was
impressed
so good.
Yeah, very impressed with the wings too.
Excellent
I
wings.
think, yeah, I think 8 is a good score. I really missed a good poutine, and that really hit the spot.
Awesome. On to the next one.
On to the next. So, are we like luauing out? After After being slightly distracted by the pretty plants, this area is really cute to walk around in. There's a lot of nice shops and cafes. We made it to our second destination in Wan Chai. So the second place we were gonna go to actually closed down. It was called the Canada Restaurant. And it was a local Hong Kongers' view of Canadian food. But judging by the photos, the types of foods they had there were a lot of breakfast, meat and potatoes, sort of like a steak or pork chops, and this plain pasta dish. Unfortunately, we're never gonna get to try what that Canadian restaurant
Because it closed, because no one actually knows what Canadian food is. No one would think, let's go grab some Canadian tonight.
Our new plan is to go to a local cha-chan-tang and ask them to whip us up something Canadian and see what we end up with. Oh, they know you.
Hello. Yay.
Let's go in.
Hello.
We asked them to cook us something Canadian and their first thought was salad, which Joyce was not okay with.
嚇死我，唔好沙律啊！
Have you been to Canada?
多倫多，
Oh, okay.
佢係多倫多人愛溫哥華嘅。
How did you like the food?
So they ordered us iced lemon tea, 凍檸茶. This is our first item. Cheers.
We have iced tea in Canada, but it's more like a Nestea with some sugar.
It's like a sweet tea kind of.
Oh yeah, they put sugar in this
Oh,
one.
nice. I love the fake syrup, sugar syrup taste. This is like cha-chan-tang to a tea though.
You need to have a little bit of that fake stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be a bit dirty, a little bit fake, or else the flavor
A little
is
bit
not
wet and like you don't want to get your clothes on it.
Oh.
Oh, that looks so good.
We were served fried rice with char siu, pork, shrimp, egg, green onions, and lettuce, a tomato, egg, and beef dish, and fried vermicelli noodles.
Toronto 咧，我都係食呢三個飯，都有呢三個飯，喺個 Chinese restaurant。
係。所以就
Similar to how you grew up.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a memory. It's more memory based.
Yeah.
That's very nice. 咁點解會揀凍檸茶俾我哋嘅？
Because 咧，today the weather is very cold, very
Very
hot.
hot.
So lemon ice lemon tea is better for the ladies.
哦，係咯
Korean food is a very
，big portion
big portion, and they like to eat food to eat meat.
meat.
Yeah, like meat.
Yeah.
So that's why you included a lot of seafood, meat,
Meat, yeah.
beef. Is this your shop?
Yeah, my son. Yeah.
How long have you owned it?
65 years.
65 years. So you're the
But you
first-
look so young.
I'm the second generation.
Okay.
Wow. Are you gonna pass it to your kids?
No, because the kids no interest. Because it's
interest.
very busy and very use so lots of time to do the business.
Yeah, it's very hands-on.
Very, yeah. Do you get to sleep much? Any time off
I sleep only just a few hours.
per night?
Per-
Wow. Every
per
day you're
day,
here.
per day, yeah.
Per day. Has the food changed since?
No, up to now is no change.
No change in food.
65 years, no change.
That's
No change in
amazing.
decor. No change in
The
food.
pace, the surroundings is changed, but our style is
It's
no
the
change.
same. 辛苦晒，六哥。
唔使，慢慢食啊。
Okay, thank you. He's so kind.
Although this isn't a Canadian restaurant,
Yeah.
this is one of the reasons why I feel like this is home to me. It's the people here. Like Asians in general are very family oriented.
Yes,
but
definitely.
not only with their family, when you come to places like this, you share tables with strangers. A lot of the times the chefs and the waitresses will interact with you and talk to you, and it just really makes you feel like you're one of them, like you're their family.
This is very much Cantonese cha-chan-tang kind of food, but I'm excited to eat it. It reminds me of my time in Canada because when my mom would come to visit, when I would go out with my family, we'd go to cha-chan-tang, we'd go for dim sum. You know, like we'd kind of stick within the Chinese community because it was, you know, what we were familiar with. And so this does remind me of home. Now that I live in Hong Kong, I don't get to go to cha-chan-tang very often.
Oh, really?
So this definitely reminds me of my time back
It reminds you more of
Vancouver.
Canada than
Definitely.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, shall we dig in? 哇，仲要送湯俾我哋啊 ！Thank you，好正啊！喂，好大碗喎。
So when you go back to Canada,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you want to eat? What do you miss most food-wise?
Barbecues.
Barbecues.
I always try to get an Airbnb with a balcony and a barbecue. Like that's the first thing I look at if they have a barbecue. Canada is such a melting pot of different nationalities and different ethnicities that there's actually so many different options. And I think that's why it's so hard to identify what is truly Canadian food.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's such a welcoming, nice, kind country for all different races and nationalities and ethnicities. So
And every family is so different.
exactly. I haven't had a good fried rice in so long
These kind of places make the best fried rice.
because I have wok hei.
And it's a little bit burned and there's a little
Yeah.
bit leftovers from someone else, but
You
it
know
gives
what
it that flavor.
you know what you said at the beginning when you're like you love that sound of the wok?
Yes.
Chinese people always say 煮餸最緊要夠鑊氣. And that means the most important thing about cooking is the wok must be old, hot enough.
Oh.
And only in these types of kitchens do you get like the fire, like the
or the
the first time I had fun gok tong, so this like 赤豆味豆 tong, I was at my first boyfriend's house and his mom made this soup for me.
Oh.
A similar soup, except his version had tou yao in it, so dried squid,
Oh.
which gives it kind of like a more seafoody kind of vibe, but this is really good.
Takes you back to
Oh yeah.
days. We both talked about our first boyfriend today.
Mine's
chicken wings, yours is this.
Because I think like with food, right? Food experiences, they rarely happen when you're on your own. It's usually with someone. Like you have to share it with someone. Food is always better when you're sharing it with someone you like.
What's your top 5 places in Hong Kong? It could be a restaurant, could be a park, could be a shop.
I'm so sappy. Do you know what my answer is? Anywhere my people are. Like I'm so sappy. It feels like nowhere is cool without cool people.
Yes and no. For me, I've traveled a long time by myself since I was 20 to so many different countries, so I've had to learn to experience new things on my own.
Yeah.
Just, like love myself, basically, like be best friends with myself, which has helped me to grow a lot. But of course, also if you're sharing it with someone, it makes the experience even better. Okay, so let me rephrase that. If you could take your best friends to 5 places, where would it be in Hong Kong?
For fresh pasta, I'd go next door. Peachy. I really like Repulse Bay.
Okay, like along the beach?
Yeah, I love going because like I can bring my dogs. Dog moms, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't go out. I'm so effing boring.
I know your place. Dance studio.
Class. Oh, dance class. I love dance class so much. I love dance class. So I go to Alive a lot. You can probably find me there like 3 times a week. It was definitely not Canadian food, but it definitely made me feel really homey
Yes.
for some reason.
Yes. I liked how he brought his own personal ideas of what Canada is to the table.
Yeah, because he
literally.
said that he chose these dishes for us because when he went to Toronto, that's what he ate.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really sweet.
And that was a similar experience to
with
you.
me, yeah, for sure.
So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Food was delicious. Sometimes you just need that cha-cha-tang fix. Give us
And I
something
love this
different.
area too. It's good
Really cute.
for like a nice stroll.
Yeah, we're gonna stroll on down to PP now, where we are gonna try Triple O's, which is a Vancouver-based
West Side.
I've never tried it before, but a Vancouver-based fast food restaurant.
Chain
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Let's go. Wait, this side? That side? This side. This side.
Let's go close it in.
Okay. Why are we running like this? Okay, bye. I'm like grossing myself out. Hey, do you guys want some wild Canadian sockeye salmon fillet? I know I do.
I love how the fans This looks like a commercial for them.
What's like a Canadian
song. Is it too late now to say
Sorry, more than just your body. Is it too late now to say sorry?
in the morning?
I don't know that one.
Let's take some Canadian photos. What's a Canadian pose?
When I think Canadian posing, I think like a lot of hiking photos.
Ooh.
Or like yoga poses.
Joyce helped us order her favorites, which was the Impossible Burger with this mushroom sauce that she said was really popular when she used to eat there in Vancouver, a poutine, and a blueberry milkshake.
It was like a treat for us to go to White Spot. Cause like for me, like being Chinese Canadian or Canadian Chinese, however you want to say it, we would normally go to Chinese restaurants like I was saying before. So to be able to go to White Spot was like, oh my God. It was like, well, my godmother brought me out. Or like when my cousin was in town, then we'd go to White Spot and we'd order like the white people food. It was fun. And like when my girlfriends and I would go out later when we like learned how to drive when we were 16, we would eat at White Spot. Thank you. Okay, that poutine looks great, but that's not cheese curd.
It's the famous, it looks the same as the last restaurant actually. Similar style cut fries, similar gravy, similar cheese.
Yeah, and the blueberry shake looks so cute. It's got a little, it looks so good. And doesn't it feel like more healthy per se than like
a regular milkshake?
A regular milk, like a chocolate milkshake?
Maybe.
Antioxidants, yo.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Are we gonna do like not break eye contact as we do this too? Make it extra weird?
Okay.
No, just come on, like be into it.
Whoa.
That's good. That's how I remember it.
That's really good. The
Yeah.
chunks.
Yeah.
It's like
The
a
blueberry.
snack and a drink at the same time.
Okay. This is good. I approve. Let's try the poutine.
Ooh, that's great. How high can it go? Still going.
You gotta stand up. You gotta stand up. Oh my gosh. Get on the chair.
Shoes on.
Oh.
Ready?
No.
This tastes like my high school cafeteria poutine. Take me back to high school or something.
It actually tastes like there's more, maybe like cornstarch or some sort of thickening agent in there to make it kind of goopier, the gravy. Can you help me? It like wraps around. Did you see that? All right, shall we hit this burger? I don't serve food because it ends up.
Oh, I'm just sad. You said you're not good at serving. I think you're gonna want to serve next time.
Okay. Oh, okay. Can we eat now?
Okay, wait, let's do a...
Oh my God. No. I'm wearing white. Taylor, I'm wearing white. I can't. It's juicy. I think it's because there's a combination of like the mushroom sauce and like this white mayo type like sauce. It's really good.
And the vegetables are really fresh and
Really
crispy.
fresh, yeah.
So what are you working on now? You just had a song come out?
Yeah. Just like promoting a lot, I guess.
I know that song's really important to you.
Super important to me.
Can you tell me a bit about it or why you fell in love with it?
I think a lot of people in Hong Kong, and actually a lot more people than you would think, deal with mental health issues. Yeah. And I kind of went through like a rough spot myself 2 years ago when I was like, it was like the height of my career. I finally had like a hit song. People were finally seeing me as a real singer, taking me seriously, and you'd think I'd be like happy, but I wasn't. And it was just something that I dealt with. I had been dealing with for about 1.5 years. I have really bad anxiety attacks and panic attacks. There were a lot of times in my life where it got really, really dark, and I just wish that there were more Cantonese songs that talked about this topic. And now my song does. So it's really important. It's a good one.
You have a lot of good songs that do that. I know a lot of people have told me that you have songs that really help them through difficult times. So
That's great.
not going through the best situation? Because I think a lot of people are experiencing that now, especially. So how do you cope? How do you deal? How do you come out of it?
It seems really counterproductive, especially I think for the Asian mentality, because I think Asian mentality, we focus so much more on like doing stuff for the community rather than doing stuff for yourself. But I grew up with the Western mindset, which is you need to take care of yourself first before you can take care of the community, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So
in relationships too, everything.
Exactly.
You gotta make yourself.
Yeah, I saw you shared the Rupi Kaur poem today. But yeah, so for me, I really need to just like wind down and maybe stay home, take like a few days where I don't see anyone and I just read a lot, and then I take my time to like do a mass, or like I take a bubble bath. Or for me, something that was super helpful was on days where I would exercise, where I would like go to the gym, or if I were to take a dance class that day, like I won't get upset.
Yeah.
Like I won't, my anxiety just like leaves. And that's really great. So even when I'm super tired, I try to push myself to go to class or go to gym. Yeah.
Okay. Those are all similar things I do actually.
Yeah. And also just to like talk to people you can trust. Like it's like for the longest time, my personality too, I tend to keep bad stuff to myself, and I only tell like the happy, positive stuff to other people. But you need to kind of release all of your negative energy. You need to find people you can trust to talk to them about it. And sometimes they may not have the answer, but I find that sometimes when you talk about it, you hear yourself talking it through, and then you just kind of come to a conclusion. You're like, oh, I'm okay now.
Yeah.
You know, rather than bottling it up. Like I always use the comparison of like a pop bottle. It's like if you have a pop bottle and each time you have a problem and you keep it bottled, it's like you shake it one time, eventually it's gonna explode.
I think even for me, that's why YouTube helps me so much, just talking to the camera. So I think that's what you mean, what you just said by saying things out loud.
Yeah.
It helps you a lot.
And making new friends and doing cool things with new friends, that makes me really happy too.
Actually, yeah, today, like this morning, I didn't have the best morning. Now I feel so happy. Like every time I meet you, I'm always instantly happy and smiling, and I forget about everything.
Good, I'm glad I have that effect on you.
Just finished up eating our food at White Spot, Triple O's by White Spot. Oh, I just burped.
Is that so messed up? Like, has anyone ever like smelt your burp like that?
No, usually I do it to my husband and he goes the other way. I've never had someone come in for it.
What did you think?
Trying it. I really liked it. I like the mushroom sauce on the burger.
Good call,
I think
Joyce.
it gave it a really unique flavor. The Impossible meat was really good.
Yeah.
I like that they had that option. Poutine was pretty good. It kind of was like my high school poutine, brought back memories, and I was a big fan of that blueberry milkshake.
So
I've never had
good.
blueberry milkshake.
I just wish it was a little bit thicker. Like it felt like it was a bit too runny for my taste. I would actually rate this 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it's a great spot if you want to grab a quick bite of Canadian food.
But if you want a big bite, sorry, that was so bad. That was so bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry.
I would go a big bite for the poutine and the wings.
Yeah.
I'd come here for the shake and the Impossible burger.
Okay.
And I really liked the Chan Chan Tang for the atmosphere. The people were so kind. Which one do you think best represents Canada?
Oh, for sure, Big Bite. Yeah. Just because like the decor and everything is just so much more Canadian with their like Canadian flag, and like there were like beavers and like meese. What's the plural of moose? Is it mooses? Or is it meese? Because goose and geese.
I think it's mooses.
Mooses, mouse, and mice.
Hey, come back.
But I'm still slightly disappointed that there wasn't a cheese curd in sight.
And I think overall the idea of Canadian food seems to be burgers and poutine.
Yeah, which is weird. Like how often did you eat burgers growing up? Like at home?
Quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah. So actually poutine and burgers are really my family's common food.
Really?
And breakfast, I'd say.
Oh my God, so it was accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because I have like zero concept. Like I thought it was like pierogies until I found out they're not
Those
Canadian.
are Polish. Let me know if you're Canadian, what you feel Canadian food is, or if you've been to Canada, what's your idea of Canadian food, or if you live here in Hong Kong and you know any great restaurants for us to try out that you feel is Canadian, let us know, especially cheese curds.
And if you're wearing a Canadian outfit, which can be a Canadian tuxedo, you guys have any outfit photos too, you can also tag us. Let's see your photos. Let's see your Canadian fashion.
Fashion. And I will link all Joyce's stuff below, her music video, go check it out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! We didn't say A at all in this video. What the heck?
I was just gonna say that.
She did once.
One A? We're losing it. I need to go back home.
I don't say A that much though
I say
anyway.
it so much at home when I'm around Canadians.
Eh.
Goodbye, eh?
Okay, bye.